Contextualising Cybersecurity is the first in the series of modules under the Executive Cyber Strategy mini-course. This course helps engineers and quantum technology leaders understand the intelligence-level perspective of cybersecurity. Professor Julian Richards is Director, Centre for Security and Intelligence Studies, a Board Director of Kyber AI, and previously spent 18 years as a senior leader at the UK's Government Communications Headquarters, GCHQ.
Great pleasure to be talking to you this afternoon on a slightly rainy and autumnal UK afternoon. As described, I'm currently the director of an academic centre in the UK called the Centre for Security and Intelligence Studies at the University of Buckingham. We've been going here since about 2010 in earnest, and have built up a range of courses and a large cohort of students who are specifically interested in the academic study of intelligence, but also in the broader security contextualization of it. So we have academic programs at undergraduate, masters and PhD levels, but also some short courses aimed at professionals who are working in the business. And very much the focus of our centre is firstly to be very focused on contemporary issues. Secondly, to be very much focused on policy and strategy outcomes. So rather than just focusing on theory and academic theory, we do a bit of that, of course, but we want to answer the so what questions. And that feeds into our third objective, which is to help either existing professionals or already working in security roles in many different hues. A lot of our students are current practitioners, excuse me, and also to provide career pathways for young people who want to go into security and intelligence. Now, as Anna described, before coming here, I worked for many years at GCHQ in the UK, which an institution with which many of you are probably familiar. And as I've joked with Steve and Anna in the past, my role was politely called a generalist. So although GCHQ is at one level an intensely technical organisation that's dealing with cutting edge technology, whether it's in signals and communications or now cyber and cyber networks and so on. I was very much an analyst, and I worked with technicians a lot. And over the years, almost by osmosis, I gained a degree of technical understanding and knowledge, never enough to actually be useful in a technical sense. I couldn't leap on a terminal and fix something or do any coding or anything. But I could talk to. Eventually, I could talk to the technicians in a language that they understood and could interpret what they were saying, which was often somewhat impenetrable to senior policymakers and decision makers. And that, in lots of ways, has kind of defined my career, is being that bridge between increasingly very technical issues and the need to understand them from a policy and management and strategic perspective. And of course, in the current world of galloping cybersecurity threats and developments, this is increasingly challenging for many managers of organisations. So that's kind of the theme of today, really, is to look at strategic cybersecurity in a global perspective and to introduce elements of which we're putting together into a little mini course